Maya had always been the girl with wild, untamed curls that bounced when she walked and a laugh that could fill an entire cafeteria. She wore mismatched socks on purpose, collected vintage band t-shirts, and had an uncanny ability to find four-leaf clovers in the most unlikely places. At 17, she was unapologetically herself until she wasn't. It started senior year when she transferred to Westfield Academy, a prestigious private school where everything seemed to gleam with perfection. The students moved like synchronized swimmers through marble hallways, their conversations peppered with references to yacht clubs and ski trips to Aspen. Maya felt like a colorful graffiti tag on a pristine white wall. "You'd be so much prettier if you straightened your hair," whispered Chloe, the apparent queen bee, during chemistry class. "And maybe tone down the everything else?" The comments came in waves after that. Her laugh was too loud. Her clothes were too quirky. Her opinions were too passionate. Slowly, Maya began to dim her brightness, believing that fitting in was the price of belonging. She bought a straightening iron and spent an hour each morning taming her curls into submission. The vintage band tees were replaced with neutral blazers. She practiced laughing quietly. She even threw away her collection of lucky clovers, calling it childish. For a few months, the plan seemed to work. She was invited to study groups and weekend parties. She dated Trevor, a perfectly pleasant boy who played lacrosse and talked extensively about his father's law firm. But something strange began to happen. The more she changed, the more invisible she felt. One evening, while staring at her reflection in the bathroom mirror, Maya didn't recognize the girl looking back. Her hair hung limp and lifeless. Her eyes had lost their spark. She looked like everyone else, which meant she looked like no one at all. The breaking point came during the senior talent show. Maya had secretly been writing songs for years, pouring her heart into melodies that captured her joy, her pain, her dreams. She planned to perform one of her original pieces, but at the last minute, Trevor convinced her to do a safe cover of a popular song instead. As she stood on stage, mechanically singing words that meant nothing to her, she spotted her grandmother in the audience. Nana Rose had driven 3 hours to watch her granddaughter perform, her eyes bright with anticipation. But as Maya continued the hollow performance, she watched disappointment flicker across her grandmother's weathered face. After the show, Nana Rose found Maya backstage. "Where's my firecracker granddaughter?" she asked gently, reaching up to touch Maya's straightened hair. "The one who used to sing me songs about dancing raindrops and brave little ants?" Maya's carefully constructed composure crumbled. Through tears, she confessed everything, how she'd tried to become someone else, someone more acceptable, someone who fit the mold that others had created for her. Nana Rose listened patiently, then took Maya's hands in her own. "Sweetheart, I've lived 83 years on this earth, and I've learned something important. The people worth keeping in your life will love you for who you are, not who you pretend to be. And the ones who don't, well, they never deserve the real you anyway." That night, Maya made a decision that would change everything. She threw away the straightening iron and let her curls spring back to life. She donated the neutral blazers and dug out her favorite vintage tees. She practiced her original songs until her fingers knew every chord by heart. The next Monday at school, she walked through those marble hallways with her head held high, her wild curls bouncing with each step. Some people stared. Some whispered. Trevor actually broke up with her over text, saying she'd changed too much. But something magical happened too. Sarah, a quiet girl from her English class, approached her at lunch. "I love your hair," she said shyly. "And that song you were humming, did you write it?" Soon, Maya discovered a whole group of students who'd been hiding their true selves too. The aspiring artist who'd been pretending to love business, the poet who'd been claiming he only cared about sports, the dancer who'd been sitting out because it wasn't cool enough. Maya began performing her original music at small, intimate venues, sharing her authentic voice with audiences who truly appreciated her artistry. By graduation, Maya had found her tribe people who celebrated her authenticity and encouraged her to shine even brighter. She realized that changing herself hadn't made her more lovable, it had made her forgettable. Years later, as a successful singer-songwriter, Maya often tells her story to young fans struggling with similar pressures. Her message is always the same. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs the original you. Don't dim your light to make others comfortable. Let it burn so bright that it guides other authentic souls to find their way home to themselves. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes of conformity, Maya had emerged more vibrant and powerful than ever before. Now, when she returns to speak at schools like Westfield Academy, she stands in those same marble hallways, not as someone trying to fit in, but as living proof that authenticity leads to true success and fulfillment. Your uniqueness isn't a flaw to fix, it's a superpower to embrace. If Maya's journey inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because the world needs more voices that dare to be different.